Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is the Lone Dog. The Lone Dog in his T57 Heavy tank, the Tier 10 American Heavy tank, the one that comes off one of the medium lines, the auto-loading medium lines, T71, the T69, and the T54E1, all lead to this beautiful tank, the T57 Heavy, the 4-shot auto-loading American Heavy tank, armour-piercing rounds for standard, 400 average damage, 258 penetration. If that's not enough, the heat rounds will give you 340 penetration in this auto-loading American Heavy tank as the Lone Dog moves up towards the central part of Fjords. The auto aims on the T54 lightweight, but the AMX 1390 picks up the kill before he can get to it. And he's at the start of the game, he pinged this area here where the WZ111-5A is, the new Chinese Tier 10 Heavy tank. Looks like the M46 pattern is going after that WZ111-5A. Lone Dog will say, hold my beer, I've got this. He does get spotted. He needs to go in though. That pattern he's doing his best to help the pattern, but that pattern is going to be broader by the way. Puts one shot into the Chinese Heavy tank, 2 shots. 3 shots for the kill. He's got 1 bullet left in his clip. Can he get a shot on that T11OE5? He looks like he's trying to move his aim circle on the other American Heavy tank, the T11OE5, but doesn't pick up the shot, so he takes a reload instead. Lets his teammates know that he's reloading by hitting the F8 key. It's not the longest reload in the game for an autoloader. Moving around, asks the AMX 1390 to follow him. Looks like he's looking at trying to clean up this T54 just around this corner. There he is. The first shot tracks and damages the T54. Second shot does the same. And now it's just time to clean right up. 4 shots into the T54 Tier 9 Russian medium tank. And he picks up his second kill. 3 zip is the score. He's reloading again letting his teammates know that he's reloading, advising the M46 pattern to halt because he is only on 936 hit points, and there are some tanks on the enemy side that could really put a dent into those hit points, like the Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4, the T30, even the Type 4 Heavy or the Grill could really ruin that pattern's day. Puts 2 shells into the E100. He won't have enough to kill him. Bounces the 3rd shot, the 4th shot goes through, bringing his damage count up to 3,477. He's having an absolute ripper. He's on 1250 assisted damage as well. 5-2's the score. This is going to be a pretty quick game. Looks towards the Jag Tiger. He did have a shot on the Jag Tiger, but he was still reloading. But that's mainly just so he knows that maybe I'll get a cheeky shot into this Tier 9 German tank destroyer. He's been lit again. Does he have a shot? He doesn't have a shot now. He must have moved back. So he moves around looking for side shots into the E100. Doesn't quite get there. Auto aims on the T30, but he shoots into the rock. Second shot doesn't do any damage. 3rd shot does. 1 more shot would be nice into the T30. Takes him down to a more manageable level. Reloads again. Again lets his teammates know that he's reloading. He's up to 4,253 damage now. 2,116 assisted damage. He's on almost 4. He's only just under 2,000 hit points up his sleeve, so he can afford to be nice and aggressive. Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4 gets spotted just as Lone Dog finishes his reload. And looks like that Waffle is not aiming in his direction, so he's going to say thank you. This is going to be free damage all the way. I'll be looking to see if he was aiming my way. Doesn't matter because he picks up the kill anyway. Takes his damage up to 5,616 hit points. Continues to move forward while he's reloading. Looks like his sights are on track for that Type 4 Heavy. He's going with heat rounds now because he's only got 1 standard piece. Only 1 standard ammunition left. He'd love that 1390 to get out of his way. He's nearly loaded now. You can see his heat rounds really firing up. He'd love to get to the side of that big Japanese heavy tank, the Type 4. Plenty of hit points up for grabs there. He should get a full load of damage into this one. 3 out of 4 of those shots went through that Type 4 Heavy as he picks up his 4th kill. 6,750 damage exactly. He's having an absolute ripper in the T57 Heavy. He's just rolling through these enemy tanks and picking up damage left, right and centre. He does get spotted there, possibly by that grill. In fact, definitely by the grill. Looks like that grill is not going to last much longer. Looking for the kill shot. Will he get it? No, he misses. Starts to roll forward again. 2 medium tanks left. Oh, I reckon I'd be reloading at this stage, because by the time he gets up there, it's probably going to be all over by the time he gets up there. But in any case, he's had an absolute ripper. 6,750 damage for Lone Dog. 4 kills in the T57 Heavy tank. Let's have a very quick look at the post-game battle results. It'll come as no surprise to any fan of this channel that it's an Ace Tanker Mastery badge. He's also picked up the Bruiser for a bit of module or crew member damage on the enemy side. Fighter for getting 4 or 5 kills. 5 for effect, and of course the high caliber had plenty to do with the demise of all these tanks. As we look onto the second page, 6,750 hit points of damage, more than double what anybody else did on his team. The Grill didn't have a bad game on the enemy side, but of course that was all red line sniping, if you like, from that southeast peninsula. On Fjords, 1,304 base experience, 24 shots fired, 22 hit, 19 went through, 6,750, 2,394 assisted damage, and that was enough for an Ace Tanker. 21,000 credits after tax with a standard account in that 5.5 minute game, and he had an absolute perler. As we move on to the second game in this double shot of Tier 10 action, this features my old mate Agent Infinity, who's no stranger to this channel from 1AR clan. Agent Infinity got on board not so long ago in the 1AR clan. A hell of a nice guy, and not a bad tanker, if I do say so myself. He's in the Leopard 1. Now, Leopard 1's a tank I don't have much experience with. I have owned it for a little while. It's got APCR rounds as standard ammunition in its 105mm gun, 390 average damage, 268 penetration, which is pretty handy, but if it's not enough, 330 with the heat rounds, which is premium. Moving up onto the ridge, off cliff, puts a beautiful shell into the side of the 113. He'll certainly be feeling that one. He does get spotted though. Looks like he's looking towards the FP215B. Takes him for 422. Moves back, so he doesn't want to get blasted by anyone. The M48 pattern pop blew the head off the TVP T5051 auto-loading T10 check medium tank, and now it looks like Agent Infinity going for it. He's trying to boost up this bloody hill. It's one of those things I just can't do. Let's see how he goes. Take that, Patton. There's a bit of revenge. Bit of revenge for killing his mate in the TVP. Then he moves out of sight. Of course, the Leopard 1, it's not known for its armour. That's the thing. It is an odd shape. It will pull off the odd bounce. It's nice and flat. It's not too big. It's probably got a pretty good camouflage rating, and but the gun is absolutely spectacular. Looks like he is trying to do a little bit of a boost up this hill. Possibly we've been watching a few team efficiency videos. Can't boost forwards, so you might as well do it backwards. Very nifty manoeuvre there from Agent Infinity from 1AR clan. In his Leopard 1, looks like he's nearly up, he's nearly on that little road. Looks like he's just about nailed it. Does get spotted though, probably by that Centurion Action X, or maybe the pattern. Who knows? So he moves back around this other direction. Looks like he's just exploring his options at the moment. Old Agent Infinity doing a bit of a mini boost. He hasn't gotten all the way up on this hill. 1-2's the score as the Object 140 goes down in this all Tier 10 battle. It's a bit of a better run up that time. Looks like he's going to make it up to that road. I reckon he'll get spotted though. He does. Picks up 422 assisted damage on the M48 pattern. And looks like that pattern is clearly aiming towards those heavy tanks. And now Agent Infinity comfortably on the road that leads to the lighthouse. Not sure what enemy tanks are up here. I don't think there are any. The STB1 made it up here early on in the game. A lot of map pinging going on. They're only down by one tank though, so there's no need to get too too worried. And now he's in his position here. He wants to get some damage into the 113. 113 clearly aiming towards Agent Infinity. The first shell bounces the Chinese heavy tank. The 113, the original Chinese heavy. Of course, there's 2 in the game now. Not in this one though. 1-3's the score. They're down by 2. He's going to have to put his carry pants on pretty soon. And that's the thing with these boosting. Sometimes it's sometimes it takes you out of the game for an amount of time while you're trying to get to these weird and wonderful positions. Auto aims on the Cax, picks up the first kill for himself. He's on 2,052 damage, so he's not doing too badly. He's already done more damage than the hit points that he has brought into the game. Of course, he's going to continue to be spotted while he's up there because he's surrounded by tanks. There's that pattern again. Pops a shot into his turret, takes him down to 373 hit points, so he might be able to kill him with one more shot. 2-5 is the score. The STB1 helping him by the looks of it. He looks like he's decided STB1 should have this covered, but STB1 in a little bit of trouble there. He tries to get the kill shot on the 113, but he bounces the Chinese tank. Critical hits him again. Looks like the track's eating up the shots. The 113 might not look like it's a heavily armoured vehicle, but it certainly can be. The STB1 gets the job done on the Chinese heavy tank, the 113. Still a couple of heavy tanks here contesting, but looks like the T57 is moved around to flank these heavy tanks that are having a brawl in the southeast. So Agent Infinity saying, hold my beer, I got this. I'll flank them. If they're going to flank you, I'll flank them. He turns off his auto aim, looking for the kill shot on the FV215B, and he gets it. That's his second kill. He loses his tracks, but he's landed in a very good spot to put some more shots into the IS-4. He tracks the tier 10 Russian heavy tank. He needs to do some damage. He's on 1,441 hit points. That IS-4 clearly more focused on the IS-7 and possibly that grill, but now the IS-4 aims towards Agent Infinity. Agent Infinity needs to do something here. He's on 1,054 hit points. He picks up the kill on the IS-4, the heavily armoured Russian heavy tank. He's got the 215B in his sights now. He wants to kill that, get that kill 215B out of the game before he can fire his big derp gun on the Leopard, because the Leopard doesn't have any armour whatsoever. Object 261 artillery picks up the kill, and Agent Infinity says, thank you very much, you've just saved my life. He's on 154 health. He's picked up 4,457 hit points of damage in this tier 10 game for his 3 kills. 1,276 assisted damage as he starts to move back towards the middle. He wants to find that M48 pattern, I reckon. That M48 pattern has been alive for a lot longer than he should have been. I'm sure he was a one-shot not so long ago. He was on, I reckon, 390 is what his Agent Infinity's bullets can do. I reckon he was on about 370. And so if they're going to even it up, then the pattern would be a good one to get rid of. However, the JP E100 kindly offers his side, and Agent Infinity says, I don't care who I kill, as long as I kill someone, I might as well kill that big German gun, the Jagdpanzer E100. The T57 Heavy and the Object 261 both get taken out in consecutive shots by artilleries. The T92 clearly going for maybe counter battery, or maybe the 261 was spotted down in the southwest corner. 8-10's the score. 2 artilleries left on the enemy side, 1 on Agent Infinity's side. He's on 4 kills. He's on 4,663 hit points of damage, but the win is far from secured. That 121. That 121 is a one-shot. It looks like he's on the other side of that mountain. The STB1 up there on that hill. There you go, artillery gets the kill on the Chinese medium tank, the 121, but that M48 pattern has not been spotted for a long time. The STB1 looks like he's having a pretty good game up there on that mountain, even though he is down to 159 health. If I was him, I'd be very worried about the Batchat artillery or the T92. The T92 could drop a shell about 3 squares away, and the splash damage would probably kill that Japanese medium tank. 9-10's the score now. Agent Infinity trying to give the STB1 a little bit of advice. The IS-7 looks like he's all alone up against an FV215B and a Type 5 Heavy, which would be a little bit intimidating no matter no matter how good he is. The IS-7 is on full health though, so he's got that going in his favour, 2,150 hit points. Agent Infinity from 1AR clan in the Leopard 1, clearly showing some pretty good map awareness here. He knows the FV215B and the Type 5 Heavy were last spotted down here near the IS-7. Now, the IS-7 is on full health. If the IS-7's any good, he'll be working with artillery just to spot him every time that artillery loads. And if they do pop around the corner, that grill should be able to ruin their day with that big gun. But he knows they're pretty slow, so he knows if he comes up here, Agent Infinity, that those tanks shouldn't be there. He's looking for the M48 pattern. That M48 pattern, I'm sure, was a one-shot. Now the T62A was last spotted near those heavy tanks as well. It's been a long time since the M48 pattern was lit. Agent Infinity on 4 kills here, 4,663 points of damage, 1,355 assisted. The only tanks that haven't been spotted this game are the artilleries, and maybe that's where Agent Infinity is looking. Batchat 15558 letting Agent Infinity know where he's aiming. The FE215B gets spotted, probably by the SDB1. And Agent Infinity says, thank you. Takes him down to 444. Does he get lit? No, he doesn't. So you might as well farm a bit more damage, me old mate. Put another shot. Tracks and takes the FE215B down to 78 hit points before the Batchat 15558 finishes the job and evens the score up. 5,361 damage from Agent Infinity. 1516 assisted damage. Is looking for where these artilleries might be. Or the M48 pattern. There's a good chance the M48 pattern might have retreated back to the base. Won't get a shot on that T62A there. He's behind a rock, but he's still looking in that direction. The IS-7 doing a good job just lighting these tanks up every now and then, as is the SDB1 up on that lighthouse on hardly any hit points. What's he on? He's on 159. He'll be praying that those artilleries don't focus at him. Even the low alpha damage gun on the Batchat 15558 could take him out of the game with one swift shell. 10's the score. 5,361 damage done by Agent Infinity. Just under 4 minutes left on the battle timer. That Type 5 and the T62A. Well, the T62A was spotted not so long ago. The Type 5 hasn't been spotted for some time. French artillery letting Agent Infinity know that he's got 16 seconds left on the reload. So Agent Infinity just kicking back in these bushes, trying to minimise the chance of him getting spotted. And now he's decided. Light something up, see if Artie can drop something on their heads. 10 all the score. M48 pattern last spotted on this ridgeline. The grill 15 looks like he's going looking for that M48 pattern as well. We know he's a one-shot. T62A, I think he's on about 700. The Type 5, no idea what kind of health the Type 5's got. Two artilleries on the enemy side. Now, Agent Infinity's already covered this side of the map. He knows they're not there. They must be up at A1 or A3 near the cap circle. He doesn't want to get lit though, because that Type 5 Heavy could have backed right around this corner, and Agent Infinity would be very, very close to the big Japanese heavy tank. IS-7 clearly doesn't want to risk his remaining health. What's his health on? He's on 1473 hit points of damage. Bit of map pinging going on, saying is IS-7 saying there's something up there at A1. There's one of the artilleries not aiming Agent Infinity's way. Agent Infinity does get lit there, but he gets one shell into T92. Artillery does the job. Artillery does the job and kills the artillery. There's that M48 pattern on low health. The Type 5 on very low health as well. This is looking like a foregone conclusion. The only tank who has not been spotted is the French artillery, the Batchat 155-58. And Agent Infinity says, thank you, I'll take my 5th kill, getting rid of the Japanese heavy tank, and now he's going to be hoping for a top gun, surely. Artillery fires, Agent Infinity fires, and the STB1 picks up the kill. He doesn't get a top gun, but he well and truly carried that one, as you'll see on the next couple of pages. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the old mate Agent Infinity from 1AR Clan, the Spotter Medal, Bruiser, Fire for effect, Confederate for hitting more tanks than anyone else, and of course the high caliber. Look at all those tanks that he had a hand in getting rid of. He had an absolute perler. He even damaged himself there. That's probably when he fell down that little hill and tracked himself. 6,216 hit points of damage, 5 kills, 1427 base experience, 1,604 assisted damage. He had an absolute ripper, and it's quite often with these Leopard games, especially with Leopard high scoring games, distance from more than 300 metres is well over half what they normally do, but not Agent Infinity. He uses it like a scout and he gets around there. He outflanks his opponents and he takes them out of the game. 6,216. Only 904 of that from more than 300 metres. 1427 base experience, 23 shots fired. They all hit, 18 did damage, and that was an ace tanker. Cost him a few credits though with a standard account. Premium would have been 21.5 after tax in that 13-minute game. It was tight, it was tense, but he came home when the game was on the table and picked himself up not only an ace but a pretty good carry too in the Leopard 1. They're two very different. One fast and furious replay featuring Lone Dog in the American T57 auto-loading heavy tank in that very fast and furious game. And of course, the old mate Agent Infinity in the German medium tank, the Leopard 1. Thanks very much for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed this, smash that subscribe button or follow button or whatever it is. Thanks very much. Have a good day. Take care and see you all next time.